Hi, it's me. It's this guy. The leaks are real. Oblivion Remaster has officially come, and well, we got a lot of information on it. So I tuned into the live stream this morning at 8 a.m. and um surprisingly short. I mean, it's not exactly like a Dead by Daylight anniversary stream, but it ran down about 20 minutes of basic information about the game, the development process, and whatnot, and we ended up getting some really cool stuff out of it. So, first things first, what we have is, I would honestly say that this is looking to be one of the best remakes I've seen in a while. The last time I talked about this, I made the comparison of how it could work similar to how Bluepoint worked with Demon Souls, and how the Demon Souls remake was so well done on its own that it could stand alone as its own game. I think we're seeing that with the Oblivion remaster here. They have very obviously put a ton of work and effort into this remake, and I'm really happy with what we've got. So let's just take a look at what we have here. So first off, this beautiful artwork, and right on the front cover, we can see that the game is available on Game Pass, Xbox, Windows, Steam, and PS5. Every single gaming platform that you could possibly think of, it's available on, which is awesome, of course. And on top of that, it's not console exclusive, which is just, oh, it's so beautiful. It makes me so happy. Here we have a bunch of screenshots of the game. So, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered modernizes the 2006 Game of the Year with all new stunning visuals and refined gameplay. Explore the vast landscape of Cyrodiil like never before, and stop the forces of Oblivion from overtaking the land in one of the greatest RPGs ever from the award-winning Bethesda Game Studios. So, down here we have the screenshots, and we'll take a closer look at a lot of screenshots in a second, but the ones provided on the Bethesda page look really, really cool. We have a sort of distant look at Cyrodiil from the perspective of an Argonian, and it just looks beautiful. And you can see that they're really trying to keep the aesthetic of the original game, modernizing it with newer technology like UE5. By the way, they are using UE5, which is really cool, and I'm really happy about that. We get a first-person perspective of gameplay, and I did look this up. I am very confident this is what actual gameplay will look like, which is just astonishing. It is so beautiful and lively. I love this. And down here we have the detailed part of the live stream where they talked about the development process, and I do want to go into this a little bit because they say some very interesting information that I think just really solidifies how much work they've put into this. So we go to this, and there's a very specific moment in this that I want to cover where they say it's at 8:39. Here.
We've leveraged nearly every major...
God damn it. Closed captions, turn on. You're supposed to be on.
Eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world. Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
They completely redesigned every asset from the original Oblivion from scratch in UE5. That is insane. This obviously took no small amount of effort, and just the sheer commitment that this team has made. By the way, they gave this project a handful of this project to a French studio. Let's see if I can find it.
It worked
Virtuos. They gave a handful of this project to Virtuos, a French studio that worked on basically redesigning a lot of it, and it is really evident how much work and time and effort they've put into this. Now, yes, so this is where it gets really cool. Actually, I'm really happy about this. So I was talking to some friends yesterday, and I said that I was hoping that the game would be arranged between $40 to $60. I thought it was going to be 70 to 90, depending on how greedy Bethesda was feeling. But to my very pleasant surprise, we didn't get that. We got for base price Oblivion, and I'll show you on my Steam page, for base price Oblivion. So in Steam here, we'll look and we see that the base price for the standard edition of Oblivion Remastered is only $50, which is awesome. Really happy about that. And then the deluxe edition, which includes a bunch of content, is only $60. So the highest, most expensive version of this game is $10 less than base AAA game price, which I'm really happy about. I'm really glad that they didn't go the greed route. And it's a very pleasant surprise, honestly. We go back to this and we see it lists here. Now I don't know how accurate my information is here. I'm just going based off what the website says. For Oblivion Standard Edition, it includes the digital base game, and this is where I'm really happy. More happy. The Shivering Isles and Knights of the Night story expansions are included in the base game. The full story expansions are just there when you buy the game, which is great. You also get additional content: Fighter Stronghold, Spell Tomes, Vile Lair, Mehrunes Razor, the Thieves' Den, Wizard's Tower, the Orrery, and Horse Armor. And so then we go into Deluxe Edition. This is where things get interesting. For $10 more, you get new quests for unique digital Akatosh and Mehrunes Dagon armors, weapons, and horse armor sets, as well as a digital art book and the soundtrack app. Which, I mean, for $10 additional dollars, not a bad deal. I mean, I've seen, I think even Elden Ring was more expensive than that. I'm pretty sure Elden Ring locked the art book and the soundtrack behind $20. So, I mean, that's a really solid deal. And with that, you're probably wondering, well, you know, what are the specs that I'm going to need to run this thing? And my friend, it's good news and bad news. So here, and I did verify this on Steam, so this information is correct. The minimum to run Oblivion, you need obviously you need Windows 10. And then for your processor, your minimum, you're going to need an AMD Ryzen 5 2600X with an Intel Core i7. And for your memory, you're going to need at least 16 gigabytes of RAM, which, I mean, if you're playing big games without 16 gigabytes of RAM, hats off to you. And for your graphics, you're either going to want an AMD Radeon RX 5700 or an NVIDIA GeForce 1070 Ti. Which, I mean, to be for this game to be able to run on a 10 series Ti is pretty awesome. I mean, you are probably, if you are running this on minimum, you are probably have to turn down the graphics to, like, lowest possible settings. But for a game of this level to still be able to run on that sort of systems are really cool. Then of course you're gonna want DirectX 12, and this is the bad part for me. 125 gigabytes of space to download this game. Now, okay, I understand that this is a very graphically intense game, and from what I understand, a very large, expansive open world. I understand that 125 gigs is more than World of Warcraft. That's insane. That rivals Call of Duty downloads. Um, I'm willing to delete some stuff if it means I can play this game, but holy shit, that's a lot of space. Now the recommended specs that you're gonna want is obviously, Windows 10 again, and then you're gonna want an AMD either an AMD Ryzen 5 3600X or an Intel Core i5. For your memory, it's recommended 32 gigs of RAM, and then for your graphics, it's recommended an AMD Radeon RX 6800 XT or an NVIDIA RTX 2080. Which again, to run this game on a 20 series is awesome, really nice. I'm glad that they're appealing to people who may not have the newer series like 30 or 40 series, so that's cool. And then the same as before, DirectX 12, and then storage of 125. So overall, really solid. I'm really glad that they're appealing to consumers that may not have some of the new higher end materials. Obviously, you still need a decent amount of RAM to run this, but I feel like you should just expect that for a game like this, which, if you anticipated that a game running on UE5 with everything being built up from scratch is going to be, 8 gigabytes, come on. Really solid overall. And then the last thing I wanted to show was oh yeah, it can also run on Steam Deck, so that's cool. Really happy about that. I don't own a Steam Deck, but for those that use Steam Decks, you're not missing out. The screenshots here, I just wanted to go over these because they said that the studio mentioned that they wanted to keep the original feel and nostalgia of Oblivion from 2006, but bring it into modern technologies light. So what we're doing, what we're going to see here is how they implemented that, and I think they did a fantastic job. I do anticipate that this game will feel just like the original, but with a fresh coat of paint. So here we have approaching the Imperial City, and then canvas, and then let's just go by what looks great. So epic dragon statue, beautiful, love it. Oblivion Gate, I love this. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so eldritch and gory and fleshy, and it looks so good. The Emperor. I am gonna focus on the NPCs here because the NPCs look immaculate. I just wanna do something real quick. I don't know, guys. I think they might have upgraded a little bit. I am really happy with the look they're going. Like, I love the original Oblivion's aesthetic. It definitely feels, I didn't mean to do that. It definitely feels like an older game. But you can also tell that it's an older game sometimes, and not in a positive way. I mean, the original looks fine for what it is, but I'm so glad that they're making the NPCs look a lot more human, or at least alive. Yes, the Argonian soldiers. I love the way the Argonians look. They very clearly look similar to shit. What the hell did I just? I'm smart. The Argonian soldiers look great. The Khajiit looks immaculate. The Khajiits look just like they did in the original, just amped up way more. Really happy about that. By the way, I'll leave these links for you guys to explore the screenshots if you want to. Another Oblivion gate looks beautiful. I believe this is the one earlier in the game. I do remember getting to this Oblivion gate when I played. Yes, character creation. Character creation looks beautiful. We have what looks to be artistic portraits of all the races here, next to their comparison, and it just looks so good. This guy, I love this guy's look. I am probably gonna end up playing an Argonian just because of how much I love their look. And then we all know our favorite fan, right? Our favorite yellow-haired freak. Well, they remade him. That's Nicolas Cage. They remade him. he looks beautiful, just immaculate. I love how like uncanny he is. So cute. So that's really all I wanted to talk about with this. I'm really happy with the way that they are going with this. The direction's very awesome. And I can't wait to try it out. Combat, they did a lot of overhauls for combat. I can't talk about everything they did within a short amount of time. So if you want to like see all the in-depth stuff, go to a better YouTuber or just watch this stream yourself. It's like 20 minutes. Really well put together, really excited to see how it goes, and hopefully not a buggy mess. So with that, that's where I'm gonna leave things off. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like or subscribe or something. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Matt, you thought I ended the video, didn't you? No, it's just still. But I'm gonna end the video now. So get the fuck